What's up, gentlemen? So apparently we are facing a male fertility epidemic of mass proportion. There's been a bunch of data and research that has come out that shows that male fertility and sperm count has dropped by 50% over the last 40 years. Technically, it's over 50%, 52.4%. Gentlemen, our fertility rates are dropping like you just dropped me one of those. If you want to know how fertile you are, the only real way you're really going to know is to go into a doctor and actually do your thing, the big Al into a cup, and then they're going to analyze it. They're going to check for sperm count, mobility, and all that good stuff. But if spanking your monkey in a doctor's office doesn't sound super sexy and like a lot of fun, the good news is that there are 7 scientific signs that you actually have high fertility. The first sign that your sperm count is solid is that your waist is less than 40 inches around. The research has shown that dudes with waist circumferences over 40 inches actually have a lower sperm count, quality, and are less fertile than dudes that have a moderately flat stomach. Sweet, Alf, I got a chiseled, sexy six-pack. I'm good, right? Possibly, but possibly not, because here's where it gets a little bit weird. If your body fat is actually too low, chances are your sperm production, not to mention your testosterone level, is actually lower than it should be. You need a certain percentage of body fat in order for everything to function properly, including your body's production of the sex hormones, not to mention sperm. The second sign that you've got high fertility is actually having an average looking face. This one I found incredibly fascinating. What they found is that dudes that have a super structured masculine face, square jaw, a lot of times have lower sperm count, lower fertility than dudes that just look like average. Spanish and Finnish research has actually come out recently and noticed a correlation between the wider a jaw and the lower and the poorer the sperm count and quality, which like I said, I found fascinating. So they're not 100% sure why this correlation actually exists, but what they're kind of thinking, and this one gets a little bit weird, is that your body only has so much energy that it can put towards like sexual energy, right? So whether or not you're trying to produce like a lot of sperm, if all of your energy is going there, right, less energy is going to be available to make your face look more sexually desirable. Finally, some good news for dudes that are average looking. Gentlemen, if you agree and are like, yo, it's about time, Alpha, why don't you drop me one of these? And if you're somebody that has a big, strong, sexy face that's all manly, screw you. You already have enough spicy ass. We, the average people, need a little more. The third sign that you have higher than average fertility is that you say no to tighty whities. At this point, I've mentioned this a bunch of times, right? Wearing tight, constricting underwear is one of the things that's actually going to damage and lower your fertility and sperm count. And the reason is pretty simple. If you are wearing underwear that are keeping the boys jammed up against your body, right, it doesn't allow them to do what they need to do, which is be little geniuses. All day, your boys are going like this, up, down, to make sure that they are regulated in terms of temperature. And if you're rocking a pair of tight-ass underwear, gentlemen, they don't get to do what they need to do, which is be geniuses. They're always, boom, popped up against your body, getting all super hot. Gentlemen, remember, it's a hot, meaty mess down your pants. The tight underwear, gentlemen, ditch those bad boys if you want to make sure that your sperm count is super high. Now, one myth that I've heard that I just want to debunk right away, right now, is that tight underwear actually cause ED or erectile dysfunction. And this is 100% totally false. Now, something that is not false is that they are seeing a rise in young men that are experiencing ED. They're not sure if it's the environment, the lower testosterone, or the consumption of pornography, but regardless, gentlemen, if you are somebody that is experiencing any form of ED, the only thing I want you to do is hit that link down below and check out today's video sponsor, Roman. You know, I get it, right? Talking about ED, erectile dysfunction, it's not an easy or comfortable thing to do. Normally, as a dude, we blame like something else, like, yo, I'm not really feeling it, I'm extra tired, I ate a bad, I ate a bad burrito. Well, the good news is that with Roman, it's easy to talk about. With a healthcare professional that can prescribe you real medication, it's simple, safe, and totally discreet. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for your ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. The healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan, and if medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to you with free 2-day shipping. The whole process is simple, straightforward, and totally discreet. And getting started, that's the beautiful thing. All you gotta do, guys, is hit that link down below, go to getroman.com/alpha and complete an online visit. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to tackle, but now there's Roman. Complete an online visit today to connect with a healthcare professional and take care of it. Do not wait. Now is the time. Take control. Hit the link down below. Go to GetRoman.com/alpha for a free online visit. And if approved, you're going to get $15 off your first order of ED treatment plus free 2-day shipping. That's GetRoman.com/alpha for $15 off your first order of ED treatment plus free 2-day shipping. Oh, and real quick, before we move on, if you're somebody that's like, yo, Alpha, I got no problem getting it up, right? I'm good there, but I got a problem like shooting a little bit too fast. Gentlemen, Roman has something that you're gonna love that I've tried, and let me just say, it works amazing, all right? It's called Roman Swipes, little benzocaine wipes that you wipe on, that kind of numbs it a little bit, it doesn't transfer, it is amazing, all right? Gentlemen, if you wanna be a rock star in the sack, hit the link down below and check those out. They are amazing. The fourth sign that your fertility is up there is that you do not have a super deep voice, which is awesome for this guy. So the University of Western Australia did this research, and what they found is that guys that have like super deep voices and like big pronounced like Adam's apple actually have lower sperm count and quality than dudes that don't have like super deep like throaty voices. Why? This doesn't make any sense. Actually, it does make sense, and it has to do with testosterone production. And what they found is that when you have a super deep voice, typically your testosterone level is high. All right, when you're developing as a young man going through puberty, if you've got a lot of test coursing through your body, it's actually going to lengthen and thicken your vocal cords, making your Adam's apple more pronounced, making you have a deeper voice, right? Well, what they found is that when you have high testosterone, this actually can potentially suppress sperm production. The fifth sign that you have high fertility is that you actually work out, all right? Now, this one I love because I work out, right? Researchers from Harvard actually discovered that if you work out vigorously for 15 hours a week, you have 73% higher fertility and sperm count than dudes that don't. Sixth sign that your sperm count is high is that you don't watch TV. The research has shown that dudes that watch an average of 20 hours of television or more actually had lower sperm count and concentration by 44%. The seventh sign that you have high testosterone is that you do not microwave your leftovers in plastic. Gentlemen, here's the deal. Plastics, there's a lot of research and data that's coming out to show that the chemicals that they use in plastics are really bad for your body, right? Not just your testosterone level, but also your sperm count. And so a better option, instead of microwaving or storing your leftovers in plastic, what I'd recommend is invest in some type of glass container. The downside to the glass storage containers is that they are a bit more expensive, but in my opinion, it's worth it, right? Something else that's worth it is not drinking out of plastics. What I'd recommend is invest in some type of metal canteen. This bad boy is like 50 ounces of unadulterated chili excellence, right? I also feel good because I'm not wasting plastic. I'm also not drinking out of plastic. One of the really bad things that you can do, guys, is to actually keep your water bottles in the hot car. There's a lot of research that is actually coming out that when you actually leave a plastic water bottle in a car and let it get hot, that a lot of the harmful chemicals leach out into the water. And since we're talking about eating, guys, I want to toss out one more bonus reason why your fertility is through the roof. And that is you don't eat a lot of meat that is brown, salty, or processed. Harvard University did a bunch of research on what you consume in terms of protein sources and what it does to your semen, all right? What they found is that if you're eating a lot of beef, a lot of processed, salty meat, chances are this is actually damaging your sperm production, not to mention your fertility. But dudes that ate fish had a 65% higher concentration of sperm in their Big Al sauce. And that's it, gentlemen. 7 subtle signs that your seed is super strong.